town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
It's the Netherlands against Italy.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. I'm just hoping we get a nice, quick tempo from the start of this game. Both teams do like to get forward, both positive in their approach in the game, so we should be in for some entertainment.
Jorginho Wijnaldum. Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Verratti. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Illegal play, and hence a free kick. A very effective clearance. Dumfries. Always difficult to predict in advance who might decide a game, but you could make a strong case for this man. Lee, what are you anticipating seeing from him?
Well, when you're playing against a player, sometimes you're trying to look at what his qualities are. Is he a good hold-up player? Is he quick? Is he this? Is he that? But when somebody tells you he's a finisher, you know you're in big trouble.
Florenzi. Ciro Immobile. Jorginho. In the right place to cut out the pass. And the pass could do damage. Oh, he saved it well. Well, he's given a corner, the referee. And deciding to go short with this one. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Possession one. Dumfries. Room to manoeuvre on the wing. And there's the feed into the box. And it all counts for naught. Weghorst. Defensive efficiency personified. Disappointing pass. Weghorst. Jorginho. And it's a quality pass. That's all they can conjure for now. Jorginho Wijnaldum. And Depay on the ball. Chance to play it in. Well, the cross was acceptable, but no one there to thump it home. Really good interception, being pressed and pressed high. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Lorenzo Insigne. Federico Chiesa. Jorginho. And he did well to cut it out. Running with the ball confidently. Teammates in the middle. And a goal! That will do it! They've been pushing for it, and now they've been rewarded. The opening goal of the game then. The referee's letting it go as they keep the ball. Just looking for the right moment for that final pass. This could be the equaliser. Pivotal moment defensively.
The hosts really haven't had too much of the ball, but again, we've seen it before, we'll see it again. Their counter-attack play has been absolutely fantastic.
Well, a strong glove on the ball from the keeper. Lorenzo Insigne. Now with Jorginho. Another perfect position to read it. The referee has decided there will be just 1 minute of added time. Useful looking position, you've got to say. Absolutely nothing wrong with the idea, but no end product. The chance is on. Oh, a stellar piece of defending. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time. The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Good visualisation and execution. And the ruling is offside here. Federico Chiesa. Immobile now. Verratti. Big chance to get them on terms. Cuts it back. Well read to ease the pressure. Well, this man will get most of the plaudits for his contribution up to this point, Lee.
Well, Derek, you're right. He has played well, and goals win games. He's been a joy to watch in this form. Sit back and enjoy him in the second half.
This could be dangerous if he's not careful. Not problematic for the keeper. Locatelli. And 30 minutes left for play in this match. And they will be awarded a free kick for that. Immobile. Timely intervention. Steven Bergwijn. Bodies forward and the break looks on. And players waiting at the far post. They won't complain about having won the corner, and maybe an opportunity to increase their advantage. Gets his glove on it. Well, they've won possession back. What can they do from here? Options in the centre. Not what he was intending. Bad pass. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. So 20 minutes to go. Moving into the advanced position. And the cross goes in. High degree of difficulty to hit it on the volley like that, and it was close.
Well, it's all about timing. You've got to wait for the ball to come down, and he's very, very unlucky.
Florenzi. The ball with Chiesa. Van de Beek. Well, he was in the right place to intercept. Van de Beek. Well, possibilities in the centre. A deft clearance. Wijnaldum. Delightful pass. He's played it over to the near post. Good idea, that particular move, but not to be. Well, that'll be a free kick. Jorginho. Excellent refereeing, advantage in operation.
Well, they worked so hard here to be in front, and that's been recognised by the supporters. They just need to hold on a bit longer to see this out.
Danger averted for now, but they have a corner to defend. Over it comes. That's a nice-looking ball. It comes to nothing in the end. Lorenzo Insigne. The ball with Chiesa. Well, on the attack, hunting for a late equaliser here. He could pick out a teammate. Well, a good tackle. The referee blows for full time. It ends at a victory.
get a buzz from being here. The players will feel the same, I'm sure. Fast start, always a good idea to impose yourself on the game, straight from the off.
Read it well. Not the best challenge, free kick. Davinson Sanchez. Gustavo Cuellar. An alert piece of defending. Ryan Gravenberch. Gravenberch. Moving it forward. And the cross into the middle. Well, that is a moment I'm sure he wishes he could have back.
Well, he did everything right, the movement and everything. He got his head on it, but it's way, way off target.
Perez. Cuellar. And Diaz has it. Sebastian Perez. Must take the lead here. He's foiled them on his own. Cuellar. Still passing it around with authority. Gustavo Cuellar. Sebastian Perez. Can he take the chance? Can they stop it going in? And I think the threat has been averted. Failed to keep hold of it. Calvin Stengs. And slipped through beautifully. And crossing towards the far post. Well, the danger is still there. Danger averted for now. Not to be advised giving the ball away in that position. Almost unbelievably, he's kept it out.
Well, I'm not sure how he's reached that. Just look at the stretch on that. A brilliant save.
Zapata. Applying vigorous pressure. Looks promising, this. Wonderful chance. And there it is, 1-0. Their efforts have been rewarded. And look at the celebrations. 1-0 then. And the referee blows the whistle. It is a free kick. Davinson Sanchez. And Diaz has it. Oh, good use of the ball. Duvan Zapata. A good and, well, that's a foul, and it sets up a free kick in a dangerous position. Long way out this. Fantastically taken free kick, but no reward.
Oh, it's brilliant technique. Keeper's beaten, but the bar isn't.
Pressure exerted, but he keeps the ball.
The hosts really haven't had too much of the ball, but they won't mind with that. They're winning this game. They're sucking their opponents onto them, and with the pace they've got in midfield and up front, they're really causing problems.
This looks threatening. In it goes! That will greatly help the cause. Now they only need to keep concentration levels high. It's going their way, 2-0. And it crossed the byline, a goal kick as a result. Really a very poor ball. Well, the attack carried an initial threat, but fizzled out. And very deftly cut out. And 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. Well, no stopping him. And they could face difficulties here. That... The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Calvin Stengs. Really good reading of the game to win possession back. No, high quality defending. Now the referee not too happy with the challenge and blows for a free kick. Diaz. Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly. He's found a pocket of space. Fruitful looking attack. Timely intervention. Wout Weghorst. Moving into the advanced position. Intelligent threaded pass here. Well, it all counts for naught. Luis Diaz. Steven Bergwijn. Donny van de Beek. Ryan Gravenberch. And now Stengs. Van de Beek. It looks promising. It's now with Van de Beek. Wijnaldum. Real danger. Useful cross towards the near post. And foiled only by the crossbar. And a no-nonsense clearance.
Well, Derek is really, really unlucky there. He thought he'd scored. Will he get another chance?
Weghorst. Well, showing good defensive judgment. We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game. Crossing opportunity. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. Oh, he's lost possession of the ball. Opportunity for them to get back into the game. What a vital intervention. An attack full of promise. Could pull one back here. And he does! He's thrown his team a lifeline. The belief is back. Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. And that's very good refereeing to let the play flow. And they will be awarded a free kick for that. Well, do they have a goal in their future? They're giving it a go. Yerry Mina. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate.
Well, if they carry on doing their jobs, they should be fine in this game. The fans are certainly doing their bit.
Perez. This might be ideal for the counter. And a timely intervention. Calvin Stengs. A fine block. Van de Beek. Donny van de Beek. Really vital interception. So 1 minute of stoppage time. That's what the officials have said. Steven Bergwijn. And there goes the final whistle, and the home fans are going to be happy about...
Fill me out with your smile. Now the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame. I will let you in this game.
Colombia.
Thank you, Derek. I was just flicking through my notes at this one. Everything pointing to a really lively matchup this is. Fingers crossed, eh?
The lineup then for the hosts. Gianluigi Donnarumma is the keeper. Giorgio Chiellini starts with Leonardo Bonucci in central defence. And the focal point in attack today, Ciro Immobile. The referee has given a corner. And the short option preferred. Can they get themselves in front here? And that's an excellent piece of defending to thwart him. And introducing the visitors lineup today. David Ospina, the Colombian, is the goalkeeper. Yerry Mina starts with Davinson Sanchez in the middle of the defence. And up front, it's Duvan Zapata. Trying to chisel a chance out of it. Chiellini keeps it out. And showing fine vision. Well, that is how to nullify the opposition. Perez. And he read it well, intercepting it. Difficult to stop him. And options in the centre. Committed challenge. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Gustavo Cuellar. It's with Cardona. Yerry Mina. Perez. Well, that's the kind of play you want from your defender. Barella. Jorginho. Well, he dealt with that ball played in rather well. Possession one. Immobile. Very quick thinking there.
Well, Derek, there's nothing between these two teams in terms of possession. Can someone take control of this game? Take a few more risks. Hopefully we'll see a goal soon.
Edwin Cardona. Passing it around, looking for the goal that would put them ahead. Can he put them in front? Chance maybe. Immobile. And there it is, 1-0. Their efforts have been rewarded. And look at the celebrations. So the match has restarted, 1-0 here. And the emphasis is on creativity. That's well blocked. He's driven in the corner. Fisted clear. And intercepted it. Well, the managers will now deliver their half. The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Jorginho. Immobile. Perez. There to win it back. Well, a lot to like about Ciro Immobile and his first-half performance. Lee, your thoughts?
Well, his manager will be delighted with him. He's been spot on in this game, hasn't he? Energy, imagination, desire, and a steely...
It should be! And it's 2 for him today. A masterful performance. The defenders unable to stop him. Well, a second goal for them here. Moving the ball effectively. Well-timed tackle. Federico Chiesa. Couldn't keep it. Perez. Duvan Zapata. It's with Cardona. This looks promising. Will he find the net? Well, how about that for a piece of tackling to break things up? Ciro Immobile. Jorginho! That is a moment he would dearly love to have back if possible.
Yeah, it wasn't his best effort, was it? But I bet he thought, I haven't got anything on, why not try a shot?
A bit sloppy in possession. Cuellar. It's with Cardona. Possession given away, unfortunately. Well, it's come down to the final 20 minutes here. Ciro Immobile. Here's Insigne. Immobile now. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Oh, big opportunity. Courageous goalkeeping, but he's got the ball.
Well, you have to be brave, don't you, diving at the feet of a player like that?
Can he get one back? Absolutely spot on with that challenge. Might be a chance here. Oh, right in the nick of time. Ciro Immobile. Here's Insigne. It is now with Jorginho. And a good-looking ball. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see. It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Yerry Mina. Sebastian Perez. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. Well, they had the ball in a very promising position, but now it's been taken away. Chance here! Well, when all was said and done, he's failed to hit the target. Jorginho. Ciro Immobile. And only 2 minutes remaining here. Immobile. On to Jorginho. Straightforward take. And there it is, the final whistle, and it's a bit...
Should be a good game, this one. I always wanted to start the game on the front foot, fast play, force the opposition to respond. Hopefully we get that from the start of this match.
Have they given him too much space? Steven Bergwijn, can he put it away? And a goal to open the scoring. A very bright start to this one. 1-0 then. Dumfries. And showing fine vision. Cross towards that far post. Not getting a strong fist on the ball. And a strong tackle. So a throw in here. Regained possession. Locatelli. Immobile now. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Calvin Stengs. Showing patience as well as persistence in the build-up. Unable to make their mark with that cross. Locatelli. Barella. Locatelli with it. Federico Chiesa. Barella. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Couldn't keep it. Weghorst. De Ligt. Top-class defending. And space for the cross. And the referee has given the corner, so maybe scope here for them to add to their lead. Well cleared away. Oh, just mistimed his run, and the flag going up. Lorenzo Insigne. Jorginho. Can they trouble the opposition this time? Well, a classic example of how to intercept. Wout Weghorst. Going well. And it crossed the byline. A goal kick as a result. Chiellini. Jorginho. Emerson. Just cutting off the supply. Calvin Stengs. And there to intervene. Ciro Immobile. On to Jorginho. Still behind, but the pressure mounting. Jorginho. Not a promising looking attack, but comes to nothing in the end. Calvin Stengs. Oh, that's a pass of high quality. Alas, he's made his move too early. Offside. So the whistle then. We're up. The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Federico Chiesa. It's a weighted pass, and now waiting to pounce. Immobile! Oh, tremendous goal! Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful to have that in your repertoire. It certainly wasn't a clean tackle, and the referee has got to book him, I think. Jorginho. And the cross is very much on. A chance now with the corner. Favouring the short one. Barella. Locatelli. Real danger. Can he put them in front? Yes is the emphatic answer. And you have to say it was on the cards. Well, 2-1 it is here. Steven Bergwijn. Virgil van Dijk. Gravenberch. Virgil van Dijk. On the offensive. Well, no danger now. Calvin Stengs. De Ligt. Virgil van Dijk. Now De Ligt. Patrick van Aanholt. Now will they be able to play it in behind the defence? Weghorst. Ryan Gravenberch. Weghorst. And will it be the leveller? And he's gone and scored to level it again. Once again, the sides are level. It's a kaleidoscope of shifting emotions.
Well, the ref will hear the crowd all right. We can hear him from here. He's taking some stick.
Foul there. Free kick awarded. Chiellini. Bonucci. Tackling and winning the ball to boot. Ryan Gravenberch. It's with Bergwijn. Could play it in. Giving the ball away. And fed forwards. Wants to attack from the wide areas. And giving the ball away. Van Aanholt. It's with Bergwijn. On the attack, is there to be late drama? Well, nothing comes of it. Free kick awarded then by the referee. A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. Oh, superb skill. Jorginho. Well read to put an end to that attack. And it's a case of just 5 minutes left. And players waiting in the centre. Opportunity! And the header so near.
Well, he's in a great position. Technique's pretty good, but he just hits the woodwork.
Florenzi. Ciro Immobile. All even, but will it stay that way? Must take the lead here, and they do, and with so little time left. And so the final whistle here, the visitor.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
And this confrontation is underway. Luis Diaz. Here's Barrios. And the emphasis is on creativity. Cuellar. Wilmar Barrios. Gustavo Cuellar. Well, nothing comes of the attack when all is said and done. Let's have a look at the initial 11 for the visitors. David Ospina, the Colombian, is the goalkeeper. Yerry Mina starts with Davinson Sanchez in the middle of the defence. And up front, it's Duvan Zapata. Cuellar. Keeping it moving dynamically. Wilmar Barrios. And a strong tackle. Well, he has to be regarded always as a dangerous opponent, but what should we expect to see from him in this game, Lee?
Well, he plays the game as if the ball's his own. He lends it to other players. He's the glue between the team, between the different departments of the team, and he links everything together.
Edwin Cardona. Can they get in behind them? Well, they keep working away, looking for an opening. They've regained possession. A bit sloppy in possession. Edwin Cardona. Tremendous challenge. On the offensive. Gustavo Cuellar. Luis Diaz. Nicely cut out. Weghorst. Good-looking cross. What a lovely strike! Lethal piece of finishing. Drilled home with true conviction. Tremendous goal. The opening goal of the game then. Playing with purpose and control. And a fine stop. And the referee has given the corner. So maybe scope here for them to add to their lead. Now they've lost it. Davinson Sanchez. Gustavo Cuellar. Munoz.
The visitors' possession stats are brilliant, but they have to create more, they have to be more positive. The final third play has been slow, too predictable.
This could be the equaliser. Oh, but he's missed it. He's completely failed the test.
Well, the opportunity presented itself and it should really be level. They have to be more composed in front of goal for sure, more clinical.
Calvin Stengs. He's got space. A real opening now. And it's still on. Can't miss, surely. Still a chance. And good pressure high up the pitch. Van de Beek. Well, the attack carried promise, but petered out. Edwin Cardona. Well, the attacking options appear plentiful. Oh, a vital interception. And the whistle is sounded for... As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far. And now the second half is underway. Intelligent threaded pass here. Edwin Cardona. Here's Barrios. Yimi Chara. What can they produce on the flank? Clattered away. Behind in the game, but now they have a corner. Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger. He did have a lot to say for himself in the first half, didn't he, Steven Bergwijn? Lee, interested in your thoughts?
Well, Derek, you're right. He has played well, and goals win games. He's been a joy to watch in this form. Sit back and enjoy him in the second half.
Well, couldn't keep it. Duvan Zapata. And snuffing out the danger. Well, the pass not finding its target. Duvan Zapata. Nicely timed tackle. Half an hour remaining then. Over the touchline for a throw-in. And space to exploit, maybe. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Well, he's given us away. It looks promising. Top-class defending. Not advantage with them. Referee says play on. The press was on and it worked. Well, is it going to end up being productive for them? Looks promising, this. It's still alive. We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game. No, high quality defending. Gravenberch, an alert intervention. Wilmar Barrios. Oh, great defending.
The hosts are struggling in terms of possession, but again, we've seen it before, we'll see it again. Their counter-attack play has been absolutely fantastic. Pace really hurts defences, and they've got that in abundance.
Moving the ball effectively. Steven Bergwijn. Wijnaldum. Luc de Jong. Defensive roadblock in the way of that cross. Well, having been awarded the corner, they'll no doubt look to put the issue beyond all doubt. Duvan Zapata. And Diaz has it.
Well, it's a cracking atmosphere in here. The players just need to harness that energy from the crowd to see them through in this game.
And do they mean business on this occasion? Well, that pass easy on the eye. Superb block on the back of the ball from the flank. And over comes the corner. Well, the keeper very decisive. And a useful cross. And he's dispatched the header! So 2-0 Ryan Gravenberch. Possession one. So 1 minute of stoppage time. That's what the officials have said. Edwin Cardona. Was it the denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity? If so, he's off. Well, you cannot put in an illegal challenge under those circumstances. Could reduce the deficit. And in it goes. And you never know in this game. They might yet. And there goes the final whistle. And the home fan.
Jack it up.
Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me here on the commentary box is Lee Dixon. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say with good reason. It's Italy facing Colombia.
Yeah, thank you, Derek. Real pleasure to be here. Looking forward to this game. Players will be a bit nervous. I was always nervous at the start of games. It's important you get your first pass off to your colleague, maybe get a good tackle in, settle the nerves down. Looking forward to a good game here.
Able to close down the shot. And the lineup for the home side. Gianluigi Donnarumma is the keeper. Giorgio Chiellini starts with Leonardo Bonucci in central defence. And the responsibility of leading the line today goes to Ciro Immobile. Federico Chiesa. Immobile. Fluency of movement. Locatelli. Chiesa. On to Jorginho. Well, really rifling that one in, and he didn't miss by much. This is the lineup for the visitors today. David Ospina, the Colombian, is the goalkeeper. Yerry Mina starts alongside Davinson Sanchez in central defence. And up front, it's Duvan Zapata. Can he put them in front? Yes is the emphatic answer. And you have to say it was on the cards. So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. Nice switch of play. Locatelli. Top-class defending. Luis Diaz, and he takes it away. And unable to keep the ball. Duvan Zapata. Looks promising, this. Timely intervention. Jorginho. Well, nothing productive, really. And an astute piece of defending.
As you can see, the visitors haven't had too much of the ball. But again, we've seen it before, we'll see it again. Their counter-attack play has been absolutely fantastic. Pace.
And it might be an important, courageous goalkeeping, but he's got the ball.
Well, you have to be brave, don't you, diving at the feet of a player like that. Good goalkeeping.
He might be able to profit from the wide position. And the snuffing out of the cross there. Well, he went strongly into the challenge, and the result is a throw-in. Immobile. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Good pressure to regain possession. Barella. Immobile. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Edwin Cardona. Can they find a gap in the defence? A glorious chance. Oh, a stellar piece of defending. Oh, he's really opened them up here. Just couldn't get it through. So the whistle then. We're up the... Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Chara. And in the end, he's run out of space. Lorenzo Insigne. Locatelli. And scope for them to produce something exciting. High quality defending. He's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Lee?
Well, Derek, you're right. He has played well, and goals win games. He's been a joy to watch in this form. Sit back and enjoy him in the second half.
Oh, surely. And the trademark block by Chiellini. Florenzi. Oh, that's a well-timed pass. Chiesa. And no problems whatsoever for the goalkeeper. An alert intervention. Immobile. The keeper completely untroubled. Well, he was in the right place to intercept. And smart defending. Good bit of pressing. Immobile. And that is offside. Sanchez. Edwin Cardona. It's with Zapata. Promising sequence. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Well, it's come down to the final 20 minutes here. Excellent challenge. Wilmar Barrios. Duvan Zapata. Here's Barrios. Edwin Cardona. Showing patience as well as persistence in the build-up. The pressure... Well, the keeper making sure that was pushed well away from danger. They won't complain about having won the corner, and maybe an opportunity to increase their advantage. Breaking at pace. Do they have the guile to open up the defence? And space for him to cut in. Oh, tremendous block. Not too fussy in clearing his lines. Edwin Cardona. Well, it's a great advantage to any side when you're as comfortable on the ball as they are.
Just listen to the crowd, Derek, urging their team on. Surely they'll get another chance.
Strong but fair tackle. Well, on you go, says the referee. Advantage. Federico Chiesa. Well, still time for them to level it. Angled towards Insigne. Fine goalkeeping to push that away. Well cleared away. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. They've given it away.
A surge of noise from the fans. They sense the team will make this pressure count.
And the cross is very much on. Jorginho. And unable to keep possession. And there it is, the full-time whistle here.
Lacking all emotion, staring down the barrel, waiting for the final gates to open to a new tomorrow, moving with the motion.
start the game. Alisson begins in goal. Joe Gomez starts alongside Virgil van Dijk in central defence. Jorginho Wijnaldum starts with Naby Keita in central midfield. And they line up with just the one striker looking to do a bit of damage. Andrew Robertson. Wijnaldum now. Roberto Firmino. Sadio Mane now. Andrew Robertson. Mane. Firmino. Magnificent defending. And very deftly cut out. Roberto Firmino. Well read to put an end to that attack. Keita. Salah. And the keeper was up to the task. And the corner for Liverpool. Keita. Jose Perez. Pressing as a team. Liverpool have given it away. No, high quality defending. Salah. Well, he went strongly into the challenge and the result is a throw-in. An important interception. Oh, that's an interesting pass. It's got to be! Might still be able to do a bit of damage. Well, they can bring it out now. Did well to win the ball back. Wijnaldum. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Iheanacho. James Maddison. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. Save, but still a chance. Well, able to survive that attacking push. That is a moment he would dearly love to have back if possible.
Yeah, it wasn't his best effort, was it? But I bet he thought, I haven't got anything on, why not try a shot?
Wijnaldum. Roberto Firmino. Oh, in with a chance. Can he finish? Oh, tremendous block. And it could be a chance for Liverpool to take the lead from a corner. Oh, tremendous goal! Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful to have that in your repertoire. The opening goal of the game then. Splendid tackle and a throw-in coming up. Now what on earth happened there? Roberto Firmino. And Mohamed Salah now. Losing possession a bit easily. Andrew Robertson. Wijnaldum now. What can they do from here? Fabinho. And back with Firmino. Fabinho. And teammates to play it to. Wonderful block. Well, in terms of added time, a minimum of 1 minute. Iheanacho. And that's an important intervention. And that brings to an end the first half. Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Well, he's given us away. And Liverpool might be able to cash in. Keita. Fabinho. Keita. Now Mane. Good defending to prevent the chance. You've certainly got to give this man high marks for his work up to this point, Lee.
Well, Derek, it certainly was a good 45 minutes from the lad. Obviously got the goal to give him the lead, but he's looked very, very lively as well.
Dennis Praet. Tielemans. This could level it. And it is the equaliser. Parity now. And who's to say what's going to happen next? Well, the earlier goal cancelled out. One apiece. From one side of the pitch to the other. Salah. Fabinho. Roberto Firmino. Just cutting off the supply. And 30 minutes left for play in this match. James Maddison. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Iheanacho. Vital interception. The danger was very real. Mane. An important interception. Barnes. Maddison. Intercepting it intelligently. Being pressed and pressed high. Must take the lead here. And oh, tight offside decision, but the flag does go up. Well, it's come down to the final 20 minutes here. Just not looking confident in possession. Well, they've won the ball back quickly. Oh, good skill, and he's managed to beat his man. Iheanacho. An unforced error, you've got to say. Fabinho. On the attack, is there to be late drama? Well, ruled to have taken up an illegal position, only just. James Maddison. Iheanacho. Here's Tielemans. Now Iheanacho. Iheanacho. Tielemans. Maddison. Wijnaldum now. Andrew Robertson. Jorginho Wijnaldum. It's with Roberto Firmino. Disappointing pass. And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. How can they nudge in front late on here? And that is the whistle for the end of the 90.
Thanks, Derek, as always. Pleasure to be here. I have to say, the atmosphere is fantastic in here, and I'm anticipating a really good game today. Hopefully, we won't be disappointed.
Let's take a look at the Liverpool starting 11. Alisson begins in goal. Joe Gomez starts alongside Virgil van Dijk in central defence. And the main forward will be the highly versatile Sadio Mane. A Liverpool free kick coming up. Alexander-Arnold. It's with Roberto Firmino. Wijnaldum. Mane. And a tidy challenge. And he read it superbly. And he's broken free. And a goal! Just what the fans wanted to see. The ideal way to begin. The opening goal of the game then. Thiago Silva. Mount. Useful looking position, you've got to say. Pulisic. Might be able to set up the chance. Kovacic. Surely the equaliser. Oh, they've done it! A goal for Chelsea, who've got themselves on level terms. Well, the earlier goal cancelled out. One apiece. James. N'Golo Kanté. A real opening now. And the last touch off the defender, so a corner coming up. They favoured a short one here. Danger averted. Roberto Firmino. Salah. Milner. Now, let's see what they can do here. Still looking to get the shot off. Well, he read that brilliantly at the back. Mane. And the ball is in the net. Well, the offside flag has been raised. No goal.
Well, it was close, but he just went a little bit too early.
Chilwell. Pulisic now. Here's Chilwell. Did look as though they might be onto something for a second or so. Well, a chance here perhaps to invigorate their aerial targets. So the corner played into the box. Pretty comfortable piece of defending. What a vital intervention. Mane. Plenty of forward momentum here, but can they produce? Firmino. Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. Chilwell. Rudiger has it. Thiago Silva. Ziyech. Here's Mount. Gomez now. Milner. Mane. It's with Roberto Firmino. You can sense the threat is there. Milner. Here's Milner. And that brings to an end the first half. As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far. And now the second half is underway. Rudiger. Chilwell. Here's Kovacic. Here's Chilwell. Pulisic. And Pulisic has it. And a good-looking ball. And he's banged it against the woodwork with a header.
Well, we're talking inches. So close with his head.
He was one of their better players in the first half, but needed to be better still. Lee, your thoughts?
Well, he's been inches away from getting a goal that would make a big difference for his team. Can he go one better in the second half?
Pass after pass, keeping their opponents moving. Roberto Firmino. Oh, skipping away. Mane! A goalkeeper on top of his game.
Well, that's like the other end, the striker putting it in the net. The goalkeeper has to keep it out, and what a brilliant way to do it.
And a timely intervention. N'Golo Kanté. It's a good-looking ball in behind. He might be able to make it through. Can they stop it going in? Into the goalkeeper's grateful grasp at the second time of asking, but first time around, it was a good deal more complicated.
Oh, it was a fabulous save initially. He gets the ball in the end with great relief.
Firmino. Now Mane. Can they forge ahead? And able to close down the shot. Firmino. Is it going to be Firmino? And it's in! They're back in front! Stunning scenes here! Having conceded then, it's up to Chelsea to articulate a response. Mount. Well, it's come down to the final 20 minutes here. Mane. Jota. Might be dangerous. Wijnaldum. And back with Firmino. Milner. And Mohamed Salah now. And a strong tackle. Mateo Kovacic. Rudiger. Kanté has it. With their noses in front in the second half. What will be the thinking in the camp, Lee Dixon?
The Liverpool players have to focus on not making any mistakes in order to protect this slender lead. If a bit of magic from the opposition gets them back in it, there's little you can do about that.
Pulisic. Played into the box. And cleared away. Roberto Firmino. Well, there's still scope for late drama here. 5 minutes left and just one goal between the sides. And no problems whatsoever for the goalkeeper. Kanté. Well, that's a moment he would like to airbrush from history. He's thrown it straight to the opposition. A goal! Sheer excitement! Level again here!
18, Olivier Giroud.
There we have it. The 90 minutes are over. Well, I don't think we'd want to be anywhere but here tonight. Perfect playing conditions. Great night for football at the King Power Stadium. Derek Ray here on the commentary box, joined as always by former Arsenal and England fullback Lee Dixon. And it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It's Leicester City taking on Chelsea.
Thanks, Derek. Yeah, really looking forward to both teams producing entertaining football. Let's see if we get that.
Jose Perez. Thiago Silva. Chilwell. This is Thiago Silva. And he saw the situation developing. Oh, a nice looking pass. Well, a badly timed run, just a fraction offside. James. N'Golo Kanté. Oh, he's given the ball away. Running with the ball confidently. Free kick awarded then by the referee. Fofana. Couldn't hang on to the ball. Well, that's a really good authoritative tackle. Throw in here. And slipped through beautifully. It's a cross towards the near post. Well, he's got plenty of space on the flank here. Splendid tackle and a throw-in coming up. Well, the pass not finding its target. Mateo Kovacic. Excellent vision. And crossed in the direction of the back post. And they could face difficulties here. Giroud. And here's Ziyech. He cuts it back. Sound piece of goalkeeping. What can Chelsea do from this position? Ziyech. Well, now in a dangerous position. Serious miscue in terms of the strike. Easy for the keeper.
No, he won't have an easier shot to save today. That was really awful finishing from the attacker.
Can he put them in front? Oh no, he's missed the opportunity. And they remain level.
Well, he found himself in a great position, but he couldn't find the finish.
Tielemans. Maddison. It might be the moment to get them ahead. And there it is, 1-0. Their efforts have been rewarded. And look at the celebrations. It'll be interesting to see whether or not Chelsea can articulate an appropriate reply. Well, they need to get tighter.
Possession stats for Chelsea, pretty good. However, after that, the coach will be disappointed with what they produced. They need to be a little bit more clinical in front of goal.
It's a good-looking ball in behind. Giroud. Can they square the game? It looked as though he was in, but credit to the defender, Lee.
Yeah, he hassled him, made his hurried shot there.
And fine work from Chelsea to win the ball back. Kanté. It's with Hakim Ziyech. Jorginho. Giroud. Given away by Chelsea. And with that, the first half draws. Well, the action underway once again, and work to do for Chelsea in this second half. James. And Giroud now at the controls. Oh, they've done it! A goal for Chelsea, who've got themselves on level terms. Well, the earlier goal cancelled out, one apiece. As clean as a whistle, that challenge. And they will be awarded a free kick for that. Well, foul play, says the referee. Dennis Praet. Maddison with it. And Iheanacho has it. Giroud. He's enjoying space. Mateo Kovacic. Giroud. The defender doing his job. So the corner played into the box. And nothing positive comes of it, unfortunately. Barnes. Iheanacho. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? How about the cross? Maddison. Can they forge ahead? They do! And you've got to say they're good value for the lead. Well, having fallen behind, let's see what sort of response we get from Chelsea in this game. Great strong tackle, throw in forthcoming. Well, they've lost the ball. James Maddison. Olivier Giroud. Well read to ease the pressure. Ziyech. Rather than a free kick, it's advantage Chelsea. Referees are rightly praised for giving advantage, but when there is no advantage, it has to be a free kick. Running with the ball confidently. Oh, he's gone for goal. Showing ambition to shoot from there. Goalkeeper has it. Thomas. Getting in there to intercept. Conte. Well, based on that challenge, you wouldn't be at all surprised if the referee reaches for his pocket. And that will mean a caution.
Well, definitely a yellow card, Derek.
This could level it. Oh, but the keeper with an important save. How important is that?
Well, his angles were all right. His reactions were superb. Great goalkeeping. Well, as we can see, Leicester have hardly had the ball, but they won't mind. They're winning this game. And why? Because their counter-attack is absolutely fantastic.
Ten minutes left for play in this match. Well, on the attack, hunting for a late equaliser here. Crossing into the middle. And an effective clearance.
Well, it's a cracking atmosphere in here. The players just need to harness that energy from the crowd to see them through in this game.
Iheanacho. No advantage with them. Referee says play on. Fofana. Now Iheanacho. Is it going to be? And in! Oh yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal. Well, it's a tale of 4 goals in this match now. 3-1 it is. Tielemans. 3 minutes of added time here. Chance to attack using width. Could play it in. He read the cross, but now must clatter it clear. Excellent block by Thiago Silva. Well, that's how to put in a clean tackle. So the final whistle, and Chelsea take nothing.
Ready to explore right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear. And don't show any fear. I've been flying from town town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
Thank you, Anfield. Enjoy the match.
And now they get the ball rolling. Williams. Naby Keita. This is Salah. Ball lost by Liverpool. Mane. Wijnaldum now. Roberto Firmino. Mane. And the defender got the last touch. That'll be a corner. Playing it short. Firmino. He's had to go for it. Wins the ball. Tielemans. Liverpool have the ball once more. Might be able to set up the chance. It's still alive. Well, it looked so threatening, but the danger averted. Well, he's given us away. And a creative look about this. And return to Wijnaldum. And Mohamed Salah now. Well, the attack fizzled out. Well, that'll be a free kick. Outdoing his opponent. James Maddison. Maddison. Well, spot on with that challenge. And a goal kick is the outcome. Naby Keita. Roberto Firmino. Here's Keita. And giving it away. Alexander-Arnold. Good tackle. It'll be a throw. Andrew Robertson. Wijnaldum. It's with Roberto Firmino. Salah. And return to Salah. Firmino. Well, that's how to put in a clean tackle.
Well, you can tell what the fans think of that decision. They're certain it should have been a penalty.
So a throw in here. A good effective pressure high up the pitch. Possession one. Firmino. Still on level terms, moving the ball nicely. It might be perfectly set up for the counter-attack, you know. He's got the right idea with that pass. Not to be this time. Naby Keita. Tielemans. Now Iheanacho. Tielemans. They do pass the ball with authority. He's got to score! Well, the keeper making sure that was pushed well away from danger. Mane. And there to intervene. Not a huge chunk of added time, 1 minute. Jose Perez moving it forward. And that brings to an end the first half. Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Barnes. And the ruling is offside here. Jorginho Wijnaldum. Dennis Praet. Maddison with it. Well, they couldn't keep it. Keita. And here's Wijnaldum. Keita. Williams. Firmino. And a very good challenge. And breaking at pace with menace.
Well, Derek, they're not happy. Ref is taking the brunt of this.
Tielemans. Looks promising, this. Well, the pass not finding its target. Naby Keita. And we're inside the final 30 minutes. James Maddison. Well, a successful intervention, winning the ball back. Mane. And the keeper diving to thwart him. Now, how about the short corner? Keita. Here's Firmino. Just couldn't get it through. And that is going to be a free kick. Tielemans. Dennis Praet. Maddison. Iheanacho. Maddison. Can they forge ahead? Oh, a stellar piece of defending. Robertson. Wijnaldum. Can they trouble the opposition this time? Can he get them in front? Dennis Praet. And a goal at this stage might well turn out to be decisive. Effective looking pass. Mane. So after that, a goal kick it'll be. Salah. Keita. What a shocking pass, really. And it's a case of just 5 minutes left. Mane. A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. And players waiting in the centre. He's given it straight to the opposition. And the electronic board delivers the news. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Harvey Barnes. It's not lost on them what a goal could mean at this late stage. Maddison. And Iheanacho has it. He's got to score! Well, body in the way. And the teams are level. And every corner counts at this juncture. Well, no end product. Thomas. And the referee blows the whistle. Still.
Jack it up.
Good evening. This is, without question, one of the true cathedrals of football. Anfield, the venue tonight. My name is Derek Ray. With me in the commentary position is the former Arsenal and England defender Lee Dixon. I'm looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League coming right up. It is Liverpool taking on Chelsea.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. I always get a buzz from being here. The players will feel the same, I'm sure. Fast start, always a good idea to impose yourself on the game, straight from the off.
And the referee says play on, advantage Liverpool. Can he finish? In it goes! An early opening statement in this match. And look at the celebrations. 1-0 then. The referee has let the advantage accrue to Liverpool. Salah. Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's opening up for them. Well read to ease the pressure. Conte. Thiago Silva. Conte has it. Timo Werner. Conte now. And teammates to play it to. James. And Chelsea get the decision from the referee. Conte. Far from a good pass. An incisive pass, and they could do damage. He had to score, and he does. Well, a second goal for them here. N'Golo Conte. It's with Hakim Ziyech. Delivered into the box. Successfully cut out. Kovacic. And this would reduce the deficit. Can they put it away? Well, they can keep possession now. Free kick to Chelsea. And opting for the lenient approach, the referee, rather than cautioning him. And Pulisic has it. Well, unable to bend his run, offside.
Liverpool really struggling in terms of possession, but they won't mind. They're winning this game. And why? Because their counter-attack is absolutely fantastic.
Roberto Firmino. Just the challenge that was required. Given away by Chelsea. And whipped into the box. So a goal kick is what's coming up here. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Roberto Firmino. And Mohamed Salah now. A very good tackle. And a throw-in it's going to be. Well, couldn't bend his run, and the flag went up. Mateo Kovacic. And attempting the through ball. Could reduce the deficit. Virgil van Dijk with the block. And the cross fired over, but no real central pressure applied. No more time left. First half is... So back in business, second half underway, and Chelsea know they really need to lift themselves. Mateo Kovacic. Conte now. Mount. Werner. Pulisic now. Not what he was intending. Bad pass. Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's with Roberto Firmino. And scope for them to produce something exciting. And still looking for space. Well, he read that brilliantly at the back. And Thiago Silva needs to tread carefully. N'Golo Conte. Ziyech. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Disappointing cross and gobbled up by the keeper. Roberto Firmino. Going well. And he's in. Must be. In it goes! Well, it's one goal after another. A highly impressive performance. So the action underway again. It's all going Liverpool's way. It's starting to get out of hand, you just feel. N'Golo Conte. Well, Chelsea unable to retain possession. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Jones. Mane. Well, they keep working away, looking for an opening. And back with Firmino. Is it going to be Firmino? Good defending to prevent the chance. Mount. It should be. Well, the conclusion, he's missed the opportunity. Gomez. Salah. Inside the last quarter of an hour. Mane. That's a useful cross. And Thiago Silva could have difficulties. Good visualisation and execution. And players waiting at the far post. So a throw-in here. Well, that shouldn't really happen from a throw-in. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Salah. But after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. And space for the cross. He's given the ball away here, Salah. And it's a case of just 5 minutes left. Well, they're on the scent of something positive. Crossed accurately towards the far post. Really good reading of the game to win possession back. Jones. Just 1 minute of stoppage time, say the officials. Mount. So the final whistle, and that's not how Chelsea...
attending the King Power Stadium.
And the contest begins. Well, foul play, says the referee. Possession given away, unfortunately. Mateo Kovacic. Jorginho. And Chelsea moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? Real danger. Speculative ball fired to the near post. Couldn't quite hang on. Well, that's the end of that for now.
Well, we were looking for an early goal before the game started. We nearly had it there, but for the goalkeeper.
Tielemans. Dennis Praet. Good tackle. Giroud. Mateo Kovacic. Pulisic. Jose Perez. Madison with it. Iheanacho. Well, he's got past his man. Great challenge, he got nothing but ball. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Jose Perez. Ricardo Pereira. Iheanacho. Now Ricardo Pereira has it. James Maddison. Maddison. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Chilwell. It's with Giroud. Giroud. Conte. Giroud. Oh, terrific piece of goalkeeping. And he's fired over the corner. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Teammates in the middle. Oh, a goal! He's going to be rightly proud of that moment. Sensational! The opening goal of the game then. Doughty defending to win the ball back. Well, that'll be a free kick. Tielemans. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. It might be perfectly set up for the counter-attack, you know. Rudiger. It's with Hakim Ziyech. Jorginho. Now Conte. Opportunity. Well, really rifling that one in, and he didn't miss by much. Iheanacho. Here's Tielemans. Jose Perez. Iheanacho. And they have possession again. Well, the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Well, an example of a counter-attack that went nowhere. Really good interception. Perez. Here's Tielemans. Iheanacho. Well, the electronic board showing 1 additional minute, and that was a very fine read. Iheanacho has it. Went in strongly, decisively. So the whistle then. So underway again. Chelsea with the lead, but absolutely no room for complacency. Rudiger. Chilwell. Here's Kovacic. Reece James. Pulisic now. Can they find a gap in the defence? Well, disappointing end to the move. As usual, a lot to like about Hakim Ziyech and what he put into the first half. Lee, your assessment?
Well, Derek, you're right. He has played well, and goals win games. He's been a joy to watch in this form. Sit back and enjoy him in the second half.
Conte. Ziyech. Well, the counter chance looks very real. He's in here. And begging to be put away. And he finds the net. He could hardly miss. So 2-0 now. Iheanacho. Dennis Praet. Well, the referee not too happy with the challenge and blows for a free kick. Fofana. Perez. A chance to eat into their lead. And a goal! Not over just yet.
Number 17.
So there we have it, 2-1. Well, the perfect tackle, really. And now a throw-in. Good tackle, it'll be a throw. Mateo Kovacic. Ziyech. And a goal to seal the hat-trick. A masterclass in finishing. Just can't stop him today. So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. Regained possession. Mateo Kovacic. We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game. Tielemans. Dennis Praet. Here's Tielemans. Happy to pass the ball, but remaining patient. Iheanacho. Splendid defending, and it needed to be. Rudiger. Here's Kovacic. Ziyech. Olivier Giroud at the ready. Well, dealt with that ball comfortably. They're getting right on top of their opponents and winning it back. Oh, tremendous block. Barnes. He thwarted the attack illegally. Now perhaps a card is forthcoming. The referee has dished out a yellow card here.
Well, it's not malicious, it's just clumsy.
Opportunity to deliver the cross. Well, he's given us away. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. And that was a move. Was it the denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity? If so, he's off. And the official had no option but to reach for the red card. He decided it was a goal-scoring opportunity denied, Lee.
Absolutely, no decision to be made, really. The card was out pretty quickly.
The free kick, and the keeper took it cleanly. So 2 minutes to be added on at the end. Conte. On to Jorginho. Kovacic. Delivering it into the box. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. And that is full time. Chelsea have prevailed. 3 points for them, Lee. and a warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions. I'm Derek Ray, joined in the commentary box by Lee Dixon, and this has all the makings of a highly engrossing match. It's Sparta Prague, and they face Victoria Pilsen.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. I always get a buzz from being here. The players will feel the same, I'm sure. Fast start, always a good idea to impose yourself on the game, straight from the off.
Well, he had a decent reading of that ball in. It did look as though they might be onto something for a second or so. Well, that'll be a free kick. Lukas Kalbach. Good tackle, taken away. Aleš Čermák. High quality defending. Srdjan Plavšić. That's a nice looking ball. That's all they can conjure for now. Aleš Čermák. Zdeněk Ondrášek. And it's with Čermák. Just cutting off the supply. Dočkal. Sacek. The pass could do damage. And a goal! That will do it! They've been pushing for it, and now they've been rewarded. So the match has restarted, 1-0 here. Aleš Čermák. Dangerous looking attack. Now moving the ball impressively here. Clears it away. Struggling to keep the ball. Good movement. Just the challenge that was required. An example of how to press. Beautiful pass. He's enjoying space. It needs an accurate cross. And he did what he had to do defensively. Dočkal. Electing to cross into the centre. Oh, tremendous goal! Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful to have that in your repertoire. It's going their way, 2-0. What can he do from here? This could pose problems for the defenders. What an important piece of defending. Getting forward and whipped into the box. And up for grabs off the keeper. And a time for calm on the ball. Ondrášek. And it's a quality pass. Save, but still a chance. And you don't want to lose possession there. Routine, really. Well, the manager. Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Nice ball to switch the point of attack. Lukas Kalbach. Possession and patience, the watchwords. Milan Havel. This looks promising. He must finish. A goal! That's exactly what they needed. That should get them believing again. So there we have it, 2-1. Aleš Čermák. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Aleš Čermák. Well, they continue their push for the equaliser, but definitely not forcing it.
The hosts really haven't had too much of the ball, but they won't mind. They're winning this game. And why? Because their counter-attack is absolutely fantastic.
Still could be dangerous. Well, threat over for now. Now can they counter clinically? Well, not to be in terms of the counter-attack. Not the best challenge, free kick. Well, that's gone out, and it is going to be a goal kick. Zdeněk Ondrášek. Not an especially strong challenge. And crossed in there. And behind it goes the concession of a corner here. Elects to go short. The goal appeared to be at his mercy, but defenders always have a part to play in these situations.
Well, if you can't block the shot, put the forward off, and that's exactly what happened there, but it's just off target.
The attack continues, they're making considerable progress. Looks promising, this. Takes it on, and a goal to really bolster things for them. 2 in front. No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. Good tackle. It'll be a throw. The referee's letting it go as they keep the ball. Dočkal. And there's the feed into the box. And behind it's gone for a corner. And firing it into the area. But fisted away by the goalkeeper. It's opening up for them. He takes aim. Oh, denied by the post.
Well, he'd be looking at that and thinking, how did he not score? I'm not so sure either, Derek.
Can they create something from here? Really bright-looking attack. Well, he's given a corner, the referee. And now the delivery. And absolutely brilliant. Oh, it's a goal! And certainly a deflection off the defender into the back of the net. It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Milan Havel. Kalvach. Aleš Čermák. Ondrášek. Showing a real will to win the ball. And just the 1 minute left in normal time here. And there it is, the final whistle, and it's a bit